Switzman.
What do you mean, Saul Switzman? Who am I?
Solly Switzman.
Who am I?
He is my baby. And I'm going to interview him.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Where did you come from?
From my mother.
What I meant was, where were you born?
I was born in Poland.
In Poland. And why did you come to Canada?
When I came to Canada,
Yeah.
I was 3 years of age.
Why did you come here?
Well, my parents brought me here. I didn't come
Was
over
there
by
a reason?
myself.
Was it war or something?
We were lucky that we came over at that time because at the time when the Nazis were starting to round up all the Jews that were living in Europe
So how did you get here?
with my father and mother.
Did you go on
And
something?
5 other boys,
Your brothers.
my brothers,
And
all of us
sisters.
came to Canada.
Sisters.
Sisters weren't born yet.
Oh. But how did you get here? On airplane or bus?
Ship.
Boat.
Because they told me I was sick on the boat all the way over from Europe to Canada. I was
And
sick
you're
on the boat.
72 now?
I am 71.
Oh.
It's going to be 72. Not bad for a guy 72, right? And we came here in 1927.
And what did your father work for? Did he have a job?
He luckily had a job being a bread man
What did
for
he
a
do?
bakery where he had a horse and wagon, and he delivered to different houses if they wanted a rye bread, or if they wanted Kaiser rolls, or if they wanted buns. He would sell it to them.
Now could you tell us what happened to your hand?
What happened to my hand when I was
That's his back.
about, long story, but I'm going to shorten it up
Okay.
and explain to you how this happened. When I was about 3.5, 4 years old, new to the country of Canada.
Hey, sit over here.
Okay, can you tell us?
All right, when I was 3.5 years old in Canada, my mother was new to the country, and she didn't have a washing machine like they have today. So she would boil hot water in a little jar tub
To clean the clothes?
to wash the clothes, and she left it in the middle of the kitchen floor. Being 3.5 years old, I don't have to tell you what 3.5-year-old kids are like. They're jumping and running, and I was doing the same thing, and I fell into the water with my hand in the water. Matthew, are you listening to this?
Yes.
And my tush at that time, and I had 3rd-degree burns on my hand. My mother, not knowing what to do,
Action.
my mother didn't know what to do. She did the first thing that came in her mind. She grabbed butter and put butter on my hand to
What did
soothe
butter
the
do?
burns. She thought that it would help.
Did it?
Not knowing she was from Europe, she didn't know anything. She wasn't a nurse or anything like that. She just was a mother. And she did the first thing that came into her hand, which was butter, put it on my hand, rubbing it, my hand started to blister. And luckily, somebody had a phone in the house. They phoned my uncle.
Who was your uncle?
He was my mother's brother. He had a creamery on Baldwin Street, but he had a car, that was the big thing. He came driving by our house to pick me up, take me to Sick Children's Hospital, and without him, I would have probably lost my hand. But they saved my hand at that time. I would have lost my hand because it started to fester and blister. Now they grafted skin to save my hand from my tush.
So would they cut your hand off?
They would have cut my hand off if they didn't have any skin to graft it on my hand, because it was all raw hand with practically the bone sticking out. So it was a very touchy thing. And it's luckily, every time I shake hands with somebody with my left hand, you know what I say?
You're shaking my bum.
That's right. He's pretty smart.
That that was the end of our interview.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. It's appreciated.
Okay, now you can go back
Thank
to
you.
your wishes
Thank
on
you.
the dinner.
Call me
Happy
again
New Year.
anytime you need me.
Okay.
Thank you.